What's up, FPC? It's me, Pastor Joe. I'm actually on a hoverboard right now, about to give you a tour of the facility thus far. You may be asking a couple questions. Number one, why am I on a hoverboard? Well, very simple. I figured if I'm on a hoverboard, this would be a little more fun than a normal tour, and we could all use a little more fun these days, right? So I'm on a hoverboard, and if I fall, that'll make for a great video. Secondly, I just want to mention that I'm not disobeying the governor's orders. We filmed this on the Monday she made the order, which means that at midnight tonight, we're no longer allowed to do this type of stuff. So just so you know, I'm following orders, but this is being released later on because we figured by now you're stuck in quarantine for a long time and you need something to do. So why not watch a tour with us? So come join me. I'm going to take you on this tour. We're going to begin by seeing some things you've probably already seen, maybe a little bit of progress since. We got a lot of stuff on the way because this was a last minute tour video because we knew we needed to get some content out quick, and so we didn't have a chance to clean everything up. But just want to show you, if you remember the guest services area, we're going to go to the children's check-in in a minute. That's all right over here. Our coffee shop, I think you've seen some of that. We're still working on some signage for that. And over here we got some other just furniture and stuff that's kind of in the way. This is where we've been filming some of our devotional videos. And then I believe I mentioned before, over here is our family room. This is where you go during the worship service if you've got kiddos that you're not taking to classes that you want to be in there. If you want to just check that out real quick, why don't you go check that out, and I'll make my way over to the atrium. All right, now that you've seen the family room, I just want to show you the atrium. This is the room that you're going to head to, a small room before you go into the worship space. So just want to show you these doors here. Got some lighting we put in, but I wanted to show you this wall. Right now it looks like a whole lot of nothing, but this is going to be our Get Connected wall. And so a lot of our resources for getting involved in various ministries are going to be here. We'll have a TV up on this wall. You'll be able to sign up for various classes and other things using an iPad. So it's a pretty great resource for us. And behind these doors, this is our worship space, but we're going to wait to show you that last because that's the most exciting update since our last tour. But for now, let's go check out the children's space so you can follow me real quick. All right, before we head up to the kids' classes, I want to show you something. These are the squishy squares we talked about that we were hoping to have in, and they're in. I'm going to step off this hoverboard and try not to fall. So, these squishy squares, they're my favorite thing. Every time I come here, I jump on the squares because they change color when you step on them. And whatever that gel inside, it doesn't come out, but it just kind of moves around. And so this is a fun place to play. So whenever we come back to church, whenever you guys are finally able to leave your homes again and join us, we're hopefully going to be here and your kids are going to be able to play on this awesome space. And so we're looking forward to that. Children's check-in counter here. This is for self-check-in. We're going to head upstairs. Not many changes up there, but I want to show you the one big change that we have. So go ahead and join me upstairs. All right, now that you made your way upstairs, I just want to show you the upstairs. This is for kids who are birth through kindergarten. You've seen some of this already. Why don't you just check out that classroom right there? I'll meet you on the other side. Lots of great classrooms. We have 4 big rooms up here with all big windows. And I think you've seen some of that. We have a lot of art that still needs to come up and be put up on the walls, but you've seen most of this. As I mentioned before, we have a nursing room over there. We also have stroller parking and the elevator and the other stairwell. But before we leave the upstairs, which this is, I think, one of my favorite spaces, I want to show you one of my favorite things, and it's something we recently put in. Come check this out. It is a ton of fun. We have a magnet wall where your kids can customize their own pathway here, where you put a ball in and the ball goes all the way to the bottom. And so if you want to check this out, why don't you come a little closer and I'll show you exactly how it works. Check this out. Now that you are incredibly dizzy from watching that, why don't you come check out downstairs and I'll show you the kids' classes downstairs. Let's go check it out. Well, now that you made your way down the stairs, I want to have you follow me and I want to show you the basement. A few things have changed since you came down here last. I want to show you, whoa, I almost fell, our stage right here. Older kids are going to be down here. They're going to gather together for a time of teaching and worship, and then they're going to break out in this room. And if you notice, we got these accordion style kind of room dividers that can be moved around. And so we can section off each kid's space so they can do kids small groups. And again, bathrooms over here. These bathroom doors still need to be wrapped, along with any brown door you see. These are all going to be wrapped as well. So those are going to be white doors. But I want to show you this classroom. You may have seen this before. Whoa. But if you haven't, come check it out. This is one of the downstairs classes. And again, we brought in the fun colors and the cool carpet and the cool curved wall. And so this is a great space for kiddos who are in classes and doing their small groups on Sunday mornings. Come make your way through, and I'm going to take you now to where our offices are. The first stop is going to be my office. And so I'm pretty pumped about the fact that I now have a new office at the building. I've been here for a little while, although as you're watching this video, my office is right now at my house with my 5 kids who are probably screaming while I'm trying to study. But, okay, let's keep making our way in. I almost fell. Whoa, and I did fall. All right, you can come in anyways. It makes the video more fun. We just want to have you check out my office, my books on the wall. So at any point, if you guys ever want to visit me when we're out of quarantine, you can come check out my place to study. I'm going to try to jump back on the hoverboard, so we're going to cut here, and then we're going to keep the tour going. I'm back on the hoverboard. Come check out our rooms over here. We've got a big space. You've seen this before. This is going to be for starting point and some other classes. So we have our TV up on the wall. Behind me, there's a green room for our worship team. I think you've seen that before. If not, we'll do that another tour. Come in here real quick. I want you to check out our boardroom right here. This is where we have a number of classes and meetings. Our elder meetings take place in here as well. Great big boardroom. And I want to show you the little kitchenette slash office space that's right this way. So follow me over here. If you see over here, we've got our little kitchenette here with a refrigerator and some microwaves. A nice little counter for serving meals, things like sandwiches. And over here, this is kind of our workspace. So this is where our main printer is. All the offices are around me. Pastor Greg's office is here. Pastor Spencer's over there. Terry's office is there. All the offices are right around us here. So this is the central location where we have coffee, and we have our printer and some workspaces around here. And this is all going to be finished up eventually. And so, yeah, this is a great space. I'm now going to take you to the final stop. That's up these stairs where you're going to see the worship space. We have worked hard for the last several weeks, and I think you're going to be pretty impressed as to what we've done in this worship space. So come on and let's head upstairs. All right, now that we've made our way upstairs, it's finally time to check out our worship center. So go ahead and follow me into here. Woo. All right, this is the worship center. So far, we're not completely done. I want to take you over here first. This is our tech booth. If you notice, some equipment is already set up there. We already have the capability to run lights, and we've got some other equipment up there. We had a computer that was up there that we used for our other building to help live stream our services, but all that is pretty much almost completely set up. But since you've been here last, a lot has changed. So obviously we painted the whole rest of the ceiling, and we ended up installing all the speakers above us, all the lighting. If you notice, the acoustic panels were all installed on the walls, and that's going to help with acoustics in the room when music is playing. We have carpeting that has now been installed. The thing that we're waiting for, it's almost installed, is going to be the seats. We're going to have 500 seats in this room. It'll be a fixed seating. If you remember the seats that we had in our current welcome center as a sample, those are the seats that are going to go in this room. I'm going to take you up on the stage. You can stay down. I'm going to make my way up. We have a little ramp over here, so I'm hoping to be able to make my way up the stage and show you what we have up here. Let's check it out. Whoa! Well, I totally fell on my way up there, but that's all right because I'm back. I want to show you a few things on this space. This is obviously our stage space, the platform where we do our worship from, preaching, teaching, and music. And a few things that are cool about this space. So the first thing I want to show you over here, you might be wondering what this pattern here is. These are what we call stage skins. And so these are actually various colors of gray and tan and white and These are going to be put all over the walls. You notice we got a big stack here that we're going to add to the walls, and when you cast a colored light on these, it makes a really cool aesthetic for the background of the worship space. You notice behind me, I've got this big screen here. This is where everything's going to be projected, but also just to make sure we have visibility in the room, we've got 2 monitors on both sides. We're also going to be projecting the PowerPoints and the music, the words, the lyrics for worship. And we have a drum riser behind me that we're working on, and we're getting this whole space set up for worship. And so we're so excited to be using this. We're excited to see what God does in the days and weeks and months to come here in this space, and we're so excited, and we're praying that God uses the things that happen in this room to impact more and more lives for Jesus. So we thank you again for joining us today. Thanks for coming along on the tour. We hope you enjoy your way out. And again, thanks for coming, and make sure you stay home and stay safe.